So we're going to talk about how Supergirl is messy, and for some reason they thought it was a good idea to go in with a high-end beauty line. Was it Ulta Beauty?
It's Ulta Beauty. It's a beauty store. They're tying in beauty products because she's a woman to a movie for a character that they made a big deal saying that they weren't going to go and make her glam, and they were trying to make her look like shit.
Yeah, I don't understand the message here because apparently they're trying to win women over to Supergirl, but the movie looks like the most kind of anti-feminine movie ever. The trailer looks grimdark and brooding, and it looks like a Mad Max movie. And to me, this makes as much sense as having Furiosa promote Maybelline.
I mean, yeah, it's just like you women, you're allowed to be messy, you're allowed to be gritty, you're allowed to be not pretty. You don't owe men pretty. By the way, here's Ulta Beauty tie-in where you can be pretty like, the actress who plays Supergirl. And I was like, who is this for? Who is this movie for? Who is this brand for? What is going on? Yeah, that's not what she looks like in the movie.
No,
she actually for.
She looked better in the Superman movie at the end, but she looks rough in this movie. I mean, she's not. I mean, everybody's like making fun of her, and they're making.
I don't agree with that.
I don't agree with that. I think she's not. And this is coming from a married man, but she's not bad. But they make her look as bad as possible because she's in a really bad place in the movie, and that does not scream beauty product at all.
Yes, and I'm just
me,
like, that's what I don't get. As a woman, all right, I'm the one you're trying to target here. I saw that and immediately I was very confused. I'm like, what the hell? It's like your whole point you made was we don't need men to judge us. We could be messy. Women are allowed to be messy, and we're going to try to keep her gritty and barefaced as for the movie she has makeup, but you know what I mean, to make it look
barefaced, get your mind out of the gutter,
and everything else. And we're trying to make her like women can be you can be who you are, but here's a tie-in to Ulta Beauty so you can make sure that you can just be prettier. And I just thought that was like the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
So we're going to talk about this. You put together kind of a rundown of some of the different promotions and stuff and some of the quotes where they talk about how they don't want her to have makeup. And of course, all the outlets like the Mary Sue are going crazy for it. It's like, finally, a woman can be messy and unkempt and drunk and depressed, just like me.
And that's the vibe you get from the movie trailer. And by the way, here's Ulta Beauty tie-in about how you can be pretty with Supergirl. And it's like, wow, I can't wait to copy the drunk, rolled out of bed, don't give a shit in the world because you're trying to save your dog look. I mean, let's be honest here, ladies. If you're trying to save your dog, you wouldn't care if you had makeup on.
That's true. So let's talk about this. Before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. You get woohoo if you do.
Woohoo.
Go out to more.clownfishtv.com. That's more.clownfishtv.com for more Clownfish TV articles and podcasts and videos you will not find anywhere else. And also, if you'd like to listen to us instead of watch us, you can listen on iTunes, iHeartRadio, Amazon, Spotify, wherever you listen to podcasts. So thank you very much for that. All right. So walk me through this because I was not paying any attention to this because I'm a guy.
Deadline had put out an article talking about how there's all these tie-ins coming to the Supergirl movie, like brand deals, collaborations. And a lot of them make sense because they had similar collaborations with Superman. And I'm not against like collaboration deals because they're going to need to make their money back somehow for this film. They're talking like $100 million media value that they're going to get back. They need all the money they can get because it's already tracking like 46 million to 51 million opening.
I don't even think it's going to do that.
It's not good.
No.
And they need all the money back they can get. So they have these brand tie-ins. And a lot of them are dealing with pets because crypto and stuff. And I don't have any problem with brand tie-ins. I'm not mocking them for that because honestly, they all do this and they did it with Superman. But what's funny to me is that they chose to do like Opie nail polish because, she's all running around with her fancy colored nails and Ulta Beauty and stuff like that. Because I'm just like, what the literal hell? This doesn't make any sense. So if you go back to my article, that I had put up on Derezzed. Yeah, the quote, they even said about like, they were trying to go with like a dark, gritty, raw appearance. The director said, there's absolutely no makeup. She's making absolutely no effort with her appearance. That's not her priority. She's not in a good mood. So yeah, hot damn, let's tie it into Ulta Beauty where you can get your, makeup, face cream, Korean, eye sticks, which by the way I like. But you know what I'm saying? It's like, as a woman, I'm very confused. because it doesn't make sense. Like, yeah, tie in the milk bone with crypto makes sense. Tie into pet insurance, even the pet.
Your dog gets kidnapped by pirates.
There's a Stanley Steamer deal about getting your carpets cleaned in case your dog pisses on them. All those things make sense, but Ulta Beauty doesn't make sense. It's the antithesis of the supposed message.
Yeah, so that's the thing. It's like, I mean, what? Yeah, because they keep pushing women can be dirty, they can be messy, they can be whatever, and the early reactions are coming out, and even women are like, this movie is kind of grimdark. They're like, I can't say it's a bad movie per se, but they're like, it's very dark, it's very muddy. She's very kind of disheveled and in a bad place. I'm like, yeah, that does not scream. Spa day.
Beauty products. I mean, you said she's not caring about her appearance because where she's at, which is a fair thing. People, girls, we've all been there. I mean, guys, you've been there too. We've all been there where everything is going to shit and you feel like you don't feel yourself and you don't really care how you look because you're too busy dealing with your own, demons and shit, or your dog's poisoned apparently. You're not exactly thinking, oh my gosh, do I really need these hair care products? And what kind of skincare should I use underneath my makeup at Ulta Beauty? I just think that this is absolute ridiculousness. And I don't even know who the movie's for, to be fair, either, because the movie, I think they're trying to go for a female audience, which superhero movies, I'm sorry, for the most part, it's always going to skew male audience. Even the Marvels did. And I don't know who you're making this for, because women aren't going to this. And it's not what they want to see. It just isn't. They'll go to Superman because they wanted to see a hot Superman. But that doesn't mean they're going to go to this movie. And I think it's funny to me that they're trying to do these brand tie-ins, and when they show her like in the Ulta Beauty thing, she's like her normal face, but in the movie, their whole focus is to not have makeup and skincare. Like it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I mean, they're all like, "Hey, she doesn't," because this is the whole thing. We hear this all the time. We don't owe you pretty. Women don't owe men pretty.
No, I say it to you all the time.
Yeah,
I don't owe people pretty because quite frankly,
she doesn't say it to me like that. Like
not like I owe you pretty. And just in general, because why I don't go on camera is because I'm expected as a woman to owe people pretty, and you're not going to get that with me because
you are.
Well, you think so because you're biased, but I'm just like, I know people will make fun of me, and it's not worth the aggravation. I want people to judge me by what I say and not what I look like. And the thing is, a lot of times women are expected to be pretty. And that's just not going to happen here because I don't owe anybody pretty. But the difference is I'm not going out there and saying, hey, I'm sponsored by a beauty company.
Yeah, they're going.
If you want to sponsor me, I'll gladly take your Korean eye sticks and everything else you want to offer.
She's actually knows a lot about makeup, but I don't know anything. I obviously don't know anything about
Our
makeup.
Our daughter's a master.
She just has a lot of it, and I don't know what any of it does. I just kind of nod my head. And now what's cool though, being married to her, is I do get some like good male face products and stuff. So,
I'm like, here, you must help with your dry skin. Take this.
You look old as hell. Put some of this on your face.
I have said this might help with the wrinkles around your eyes, but that's, I worry
ass.
about the same thing. But I'm just saying, it's like, there is this idea that if you are in movies, and I'm sorry, some of the behavior around the actress was that she owed people pretty. And I don't think that's right. I think her behavior and her response was not good. People are going to make digs. They're going to mock you. And that is unfortunately the truth about, for most people. That being said, it's best not to say anything back. And her getting upset and commenting made it worse. And I get why she wanted to, and I get why she's upset, but that made it worse. But my point is, it's like, girls, they don't. The whole point they're making the movie is we don't owe you pretty. We owe you just pretty and messy. But here's how you become pretty.
They made her. They went out of their way to make her look as bad as possible. I saw a close up shot of her, and I mean, no offense, everybody's gonna look rough when you got a 4K camera shoved right in your face. I mean, you could be 12 years old and you're gonna look like you're 42, right? But she didn't look that great because they obviously, with the film, they weren't putting any makeup on her, but then they're advertising the makeup. So they're actually putting her in the crosshairs by going out of their way to make her look as bad as possible, because she did not look that bad in the Superman movie.
They didn't make Superman look uncute, did they?
He's not shaving, he's not, whatever.
Well, not all the men, but the main character guys, they made sure they looked good, except for, poor Green Lantern with that awful haircut. But, I just they do make her go out. They do go out of the way because they're trying to say girls can be messy, it can be gritty, and it's okay. And that would appeal to women because women are always told you have to look a certain way and be a certain thing. And I never thought that was right either because I know a lot of women who don't wear makeup, and that's fine. You don't have to. And I appreciate that message, but the problem is it's a mixed message when you're one breath saying, hey, it's okay to be messy. It's okay to, have a mental breakdown. It's okay to not care about that because you're worrying about other more important things. It's okay. And followed by the way, here's our tie-in with the beauty company who makes all their money by convincing women that they're not okay that way. It's weird to me.
It's weird. I'm sitting here looking at this. So they're doing KFC too. And I'm like, what was their thought process? Like, okay, so we're going to do beauty supplies for the women. And man, fat chuds who read comic books, they love KFC. Those fat chuds.
There's women who like KFC too. But yeah, so here's some of the deals that are tied in. They have the KFC deal. So they're going to do the other ones are doing, and you get dips. There's a meal dipped with a kryptonite cooler drink. There's a crypto bucket you can buy with no chicken in it for $30.
It's an actual dog.
No, don't say such things. Anyway, so then you go down here. Milk bone tie until it makes sense. Crypto treats. They did that with Superman too.
All the soft and chewy minis. I know Walter would like those.
He would because he's missing like half his teeth. Samsung's doing this is stupid. Apparently they have you can buy digital art to run in your TV like an art gallery. So they're going to be offering Supergirl art and a sweepstakes with Best Buy.
Okay, so this is what throws me too, because again, I haven't read The Woman of Tomorrow. I actually had some people write me and say, hey, I can tell you what happened in this. People were mad though, because they said it's very loosely based on that comic.
Which is why I'm worried about crypto.
And look how colorful the comic art is.
Yeah, no, it is completely different. Yeah, it's very bright and colorful, and she's not presented as gritty, dark, and no makeup, and at all. And at least what I've seen. American Airlines customers now can be given access to Supergirl themed content, including trailers and behind the scenes featurette. Waymo is going to be doing wraps on their vehicles in 3 cities.
Okay, I've never used a Waymo. They were talking.
Whatever.
Whammo.
People listening to this video are going whammo. Anyway, Timex is doing. They did one for Superman, so they're doing a Blondie Supergirl watch for this.
Our daughter would actually like that.
She probably would, but I'm sure it's very expensive. So they're doing a Timex watch. But they did with Superman. Cold Stone Creamery is offering ice cream for Supergirl. They have Pink Berries doing the same thing.
Pink Berries.
No, Pink Berry is a company. It's a.
I thought they had Pink Berries for Supergirl. I'm like,
Pink Berry is going to be offering froyo and stuff like that. That's themed.
Okay, so I'm saying here these are all I categorize all these companies in the Sephora category where I as a guy, and even though my wife is all into this stuff, I'm vaguely aware of what it is.
Well, Timex,
Timex I know, but Pink Berry, what the fuck is a Pink Berry? I've never been to Pink Berry.
Well, I guess it depends where you live, they have them or not.
I would never go there. I'd be like, this is the most I'm going to walk in here, my balls are going to fall off.
I don't know. It looks good to me. But, there's balls on the froyo.
There's my balls. They're all pearlized and glittery now.
Right there. If they were pearlized and glittery, I'd show everyone. Now, these are tie-ins from the last time, too. Best Friends Animal Society, which is about adopting.
Always good.
Pumpkin Pet Insurance. Again, I did it with Superman. It's about, pet insurance for your dog. Stanley Steamer's Pet Bundle. I think they did this for Superman, too. We joked about it then, about get your carpet shampoo, but your dog's piss on your carpet.
Yeah.
There's other ones on here, I think. Is that the last one I have on here? I don't remember.
I think so.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Oh, got milk? Oh, no.
It's for stronger bones and muscles, not for what you're thinking.
Oh, my God. Sorry. I'm just now here's the thing. If they would have done that
they don't call it got milk anymore. They call it gotta need milk because they can't say got milk because that's insensitive.
I saw people using AI to put Sydney Sweeney in this movie. I'm like, could you imagine Sydney Sweeney in here with got milk? And then it would be like, oh, of course it's white milk. And that's racist or something. I don't know. Racist.
And I'm looking at this. There's a kombucha thing. Here's the thing. I was looking at the picture girly. With the got milk commercial. Yeah. We can't say got milk anymore. And, and you said about, Sydney Sweeney and stuff. Now, I think the thing is that they're trying to get this message across that you don't have to look like Sydney Sweeney to be girly or powerful, whatever. Again, great message. Followed by, but here's Ulta Beauty.
I
I'm just
don't
like, what the
understand what
hell?
it doesn't make
Just,
sense.
what the
Look,
hell?
I think what probably happened, if I had to guess, this is coming from a guy I worked in marketing, right? They probably set up a deal. They're like, hey, we're relaunching the DCU. We're going to do Superman and then Supergirl. Did you guys want in? We're working on the Supergirl movie. They probably saw the end of Superman. Was like, oh yeah, that's pretty cool. We'll do a Supergirl movie, not realizing it was going to be like grim, dark, dirty ass, drunk ass. They should have done like vodka, Captain Morgan.
That would have been brilliant. They should have done that. They should
Morning
have
after pills. I don't know. It's just something like
No, she's not sleeping with anybody. There's no love interest in that. Which I don't have a
pain
problem with.
meds.
Pain meds, yeah. Vet recommendations for your dog if they get poisoned.
Oh my God.
That kind of stuff. But
the Humane Society.
Well, they do have tie-ins to adopting dogs and stuff like that, and which I think is very important.
Your gut superhero. Is this because she drinks too much? Guava Goddess. Wait, what?
These are the names of the drinks.
Guava Goddess, Mystic Mango, something Sword Girl, and whatever.
I had the names listed.
Oh, there they are. Okay, Guava Goddess, Mystic Mango, Peach Paradise, and Trilogy. I wasn't actually looking at it. I was trying to read them.
They're teasing there's going to be a trilogy.
Threesome. They should have just called it Threesome.
That would have been a much
Got
better.
milk? Threesome. Go to Pinkberry.
This is why nobody, because they have silver balls. This is why nobody lets you in charge of marketing anymore. No. Anyway, I marketed. You'd probably be more successful.
I marketed to men and corporate types. Like, I mean, I get what, because look, marketing executives a lot of times, I'm going to be honest, they don't really know what they're getting. They're basically agreeing to sponsor a thing that doesn't exist yet. They're not going to be like, hey guys, I know it's going to take us months and months and months to put this together, this campaign together, but do you want to wait until the final cut of the movie and then you can decide if this is a good fit for your brand? That's not how it works.
No, they probably made a deal just, with other stuff with DC, probably with Superman and stuff. It was like a joint deal. But, I'm just sitting here like it's a lot of girl focused, pet parent focused stuff. And again,
pet parent.
Again, like, who is this movie for? Clearly by your tie-ins, you think it's for women. Women aren't going to come to this movie. And don't make a snarty comment right now.
I'm not. I stopped at Got Milk.
I knew you were going to make a Got Milk comment. Stop. Women aren't going to come to see this movie.
Now she's not wearing makeup.
And they're not in the numbers that's going to beat up for this. No. And it just is what it is. Supergirl was never like a super popular a comic or franchise anyway. It just wasn't. And there's nothing wrong with that. Like, just because it's a female character, there's other characters that are female characters, like, with the X-Men and stuff, they're more an ensemble, but there's characters out there that always stood out. Spider, Gwen, different characters that are with women that people like. That happens often, Wonder Woman, things like that. There are characters that resonate more with women, but women are just not going to go to the movies as much as men for this kind of thing because it's just not the way it is. I don't want us to tell you. And men aren't going to come see it either because they're being told it's not for you because it's for women. They're not going to come see it. So no one's going to come see it because no one knows who this movie's for. Like, Superman was for everyone, and everybody knew that. And instead of making Supergirl just for everyone, and everybody knows that, they immediately start attacking men from the get-go and marketing only to women, which was a dumb move. They did this with the Marvels, too, and nobody came to the movie. It is what it is. Yeah, I mean, that's just the truth. It's not a super popular character across the board. You're marketing it to women, clearly not men. You're not making it uplifting and exciting and fun and colorful like Superman. So people will bring their kids. You're making it, the dog might croak, and here it's all dark and gritty.
Yeah.
No one knows who this is for. You clearly want it to be for women. You're marketing it to things for women, and women aren't going to come to this. I'm sorry. Not because of milk.
All right.
Now, if you made it like that in the movie, people probably would have come across the board.
Maybe at the very end she gets a makeover, and
doesn't look like it because when you see her in her outfit, and there's nothing wrong with being edgier. There's nothing wrong with that, but you have to understand what appeals to people with mass appeal is the key here. And whether you like it or not, there's a reason why Barbie was so popular, even though people hated it because it's anti-feminist. But girls and women love Barbie, and heck, there's a lot of guys that love Barbie for decades. because she was pretty and girly. There's something that's because there's this idea that women can't like something that's pretty and girly because is stupid. Women like stuff that's pretty and girly. They like gritty too. There's nothing wrong with that. But they keep not understanding that if you're a real woman and you're a feminist woman, you're gonna come to this movie and you're gonna love it. And it's like, but that's not the case.
I'm just looking at these titles. Power Glam, an unexpected edge, swipe it on and go with a standout liquid liner and a flick of bold blue shadow.
Mm-hmm.
Grunge romance, softly undone, full of presence. Go for smudged, worn-in shadow.
Smoky eye look with stained lips. This is speaking to women. I mean, you're not going to understand it because you don't go around giving yourself a smoky eye.
Sounds like a disease. The only smoky eye I get's from my grill when the smoke is in my eye from cooking my meat like a man.
I was thinking like the coal miners, like in the Zoolander movie in the black.
I got the black lung pop. Yeah. So mixed messaging, gonna flop, but they gotta make their money back somehow, right?
It's like, yeah. So I just, and Ulta Beauty. I mean, I like Ulta Beauty. I'm not slamming Ulta Beauty. I've used Ulta Beauty. I'm just saying I don't get the tie-in.
100 million. Maybe this is how they're going to make all the money that they're.
That's what I think they're banging on. Because they're like, plus. Okay, it didn't do well at the box office. We needed to make this much. We're 100 million short. Barely an inconvenience. They're going to be more than 100 million short. But we have these tie-ins
coming. Well, that's it. People don't realize movies do make money in other ways, right?
That's true.
So it is possible. It is possible this could be a massive failure at the box office and still somehow after 2 years come out at least breaking even. I mean, that does happen, but nobody sets out to make a movie to lose money. There's this whole narrative going around with Masters of the Universe that like Amazon is okay with losing $150 million on it. I'm like, no, they're not. Nobody's okay. Oh no, shareholders aren't okay.
They're saying that it's fine. It's not barely an inconvenience. They're saying that, but everybody's questioning it. They're like, bull crap.
Yeah, it's bullshit.
Amazon.
But beyond that, like I was mentioning yesterday in another video, I'm like, just because Amazon's okay with losing money doesn't mean that the theater owners are. Like, I mean, Warner Brothers. Yeah, Warner Brothers might make their money back. But what about the theater owners that could have run another movie that would have made them more money? Because they don't get paid from the beauty deals or any of that shit. They basically, whatever the movie makes, and the movie has to be worth attracting people to the theater. And that's what a lot of the theater owners are angry about now. The exhibitors are angry because they're like, Hollywood's not giving us anything to work with. Like, the movies aren't great. They're not bringing people in like they should. And what are we supposed to do about it? And they're just like, oh, well, streaming.
Sorry, I was laughing I'm thinking to myself about the KFC. It's like, why? Because, like, it's a tie-in because her hair looks greasy.
I don't know.
It's like she works there. I mean, no offense to people who work at KFC. I'm just saying with the grease and your hair being greasy and you smell like chicken. I don't get it.
Supergirl's finger licking good.
Oh, I see. I should have seen that one coming.
Yeah, see, look at that. Anyway, are we gonna wrap this up?
Yes. Before you say something else.
You wrap it up before you talk more. All right, shut me up. Please subscribe. We'll talk later.
Bye.